Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I am here with a dear friend and attendee from my last Rooted Retreat. This is Lynn Bodnar. She is the author of The Perfect Cupcake, which is coming out
3 weeks.
3 weeks. I'm so excited.
Cute.
And she's also the creator of the Memoir series. Those two things go together, just a clue. She's also an alignment partner and, of course, chief cook and bottle washer.
Goes without saying.
Exactly. And she did attend the Rooted Retreat in October 2018, and she's agreed to come and share some of her experiences with you. Lynn, I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to share because it was such a, oh gosh, everybody can say I went to that and it was life-changing. But I mean it. It really was, because it didn't just happen in a place in time and then I walked away and said, wasn't that great, and proceeded just to forget all about it. It's with me. It stuck with me with so many things that were happened and occurred and came up and processed and all that we did. It was just such a wonderful, wonderful, life-changing thing for me.
Oh, thank you so much. I had a blast. So I'm glad it was
We did have a good time, didn't we?
Yes, I did. Is there maybe one thing that was kind of a standout that you'd like to share with the folks out there?
There really was a lot, and I'm just gonna go ahead. It's kind of funny that I'm gonna use this as an example, because there was so many things, but I'm gonna focus on one, and it was expansion, which really is everything, right?
I love it.
But I got a new perspective on focusing on expansion and what does that mean in a daily living and in a maybe a bigger picture.
An expanded picture.
An expanded picture, right? It live, it in color, yeah, all that good stuff. But yeah, like how, we can go along and not even realize in certain scenarios, or a lot of scenarios, or me as a recovering people pleaser and all the things that I've been working on, how you can be put in a box, or choose to be put in a box, or notice that you have decided, oh, I am in a box, what the heck? And you can't expand in a box, right? And so we really worked on that at Rooted and focused on that, or at least that really occurred for me. It really came up for me, and I went, wow, there's no box big enough for me.
Right? Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
And that's just one thing that's just one thing, and it's a multi-day deal. So fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, we traveled some ground for sure.
Yes, definitely. And there's something else that occurs to me too. I feel that growth, at least I've experienced, is really enhanced in a group. And in that focused setting and in that, dynamic setting. And I just felt like the group of people that you gathered, the people that you attracted, and that we have stayed close to this day, speaks volumes. And that growth really can take root, if you don't mind me saying that. But yeah, it can, because I think it's enhanced and it really is expanded in a group as well.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love the group energy. And it's so interesting how many times being a participant in a training or a class that someone else will ask exactly the question I needed to explore, even if I didn't have it front of mind. They'll it'll come up and I'll go, yes, yes.
So true. So multiple times at Rooted, definitely. And I really feel that Rooted is such a great description, because for me, it was a return to myself. It was a pause in time in my daily life and activity. It was a pause in schedule. It was a pause in location. I went somewhere else, which was delicious and amazing. I loved every minute of that place. And it was a pause to connect and reflect and be rooted and leave rooted. So that the name of it is even just so perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a tree hugger from way back, so then you bring that root chakra into it, and it just, it's thank you, because it really is joyful for me. So I love that that's communicating out. If you don't mind my asking, so we are April now, so that's about 6 months since that right?
I'm like,
Yeah, math on the fly.
yeah.
Since our retreat, what have you noticed about your life and how you show up
Mm.
since then? Are there things that have kind of integrated themselves into your life, and if yes, what happened?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think, well, for sure. The answer is for sure. Like I said before, taking those experiences with me and tools. And the tools are really exciting for me too, having started this path and been on this path for myself of self-awareness and awakening and all the things, in the book. Shameless plug. No, but
Hey, plug away, baby.
but it's true. It is my story of how I was awake, I mean, asleep and woke up and all of that. And that whole story. But since Rooted, those tools that those more awareness and more ways that like if I notice something is going on or I'm triggered or whatever, I can all the more intend and therefore do a stop and a think. And a beautiful question, which you gave us so many wonderful questions. Whenever we ask a question of ourselves, we ask better questions, we get better answers.
Mm.
Things like specifically like, universe, show me something beautiful. I might be in the thick of a bunch of crap. And it's just like, that's what I learned at Root. It was like, okay, time out. Universe, show me something beautiful. And I believe that it will. And it always does. It always does. It's amazing. One of your, I think like it should be at your byline or your signature, Julie Margot, what else is possible? because you taught me that a while ago, but it really honed in at Rooted. And it's just like, yes. So everything that comes up, if my kids bring me something, or if, well, nope, this is the only way to do that, I think immediately, without even going, well, Julie taught me to say, what else is, it's more like, what else is possible? Because
Yeah.
there's a quantum realm of infinite possibility. Why are we focusing on this?
Right.
So in a nutshell, those are several ways and many more, honestly. I mean, how much time you got?
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you. And just full acknowledging of where a lot of these tools came to me from. It's a body of work called Access Consciousness. So those of you who are watching, if you're interested in finding out more about that, accessconsciousness.com. Amazing, dynamic, powerful, potent body of work.
Yeah.
And here, I'll do my own plug. So I've got another Rooted retreat coming up this June, and I will drop the link below for that. And in between the last retreat and this coming retreat, I've been doing trainings. I've been building my toolkit. I've been expanding my possibility and the things that I'm stepping into. So that will all be coming as well.
I can vouch that will be very powerful, and was and is and will be very powerful. It's something that I know it sounds kind of strange, but it's almost like I feel like, well, I can't really fully describe. Like you have to be there to marinate in it, to soak in, to really understand, to be in the environment. And those are the tools that you bring to the table, but it's also how you bring them to the table and how you so powerfully and so amazingly. And so for each person too, I mean, there's times where I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm the only one here. And I looked around and they're like, oh, everybody else still is here. Oh, hey guys, but it's your style of doing things, and it is your way, your ability to reach and be present and be capable and meet people where they're at. And I could go on with a huge list, but one of the things that I loved, I think at one point I was emotional about something, and you were so cute. You said, oh, look, gratitude is leaking out of your eyes. Yes, it's stuff like that. It is stuff like that where you just sit there and go, wow, that's phenomenal. Yes, I can't recommend it highly enough, honestly. And I don't just frivolously do that. It's if someone's looking for that kind of grounding, that kind of connection, that kind of rootedness, that kind of ability to take a new look at things, and so much more, I certainly recommend attending Rooted.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I just feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I really do.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
It is so good. It is so good. So yeah, I was going to ask you, what would you tell someone if they were wondering if it might be a contribution, but I feel like you just said that.
Yeah.
Is
Contribution.
there anything more you wanted to add, or if not, that's fine too.
Um, you know, I guess what comes to mind is just that uh, if somebody was considering going to Rooted, um, they could feel confident knowing that you attract the type of people like them that are they're going to be comfortable with it. That
Mm.
you might walk in the room and not know anybody, but let me tell you something. I walked in the room late, and a couple other people were hugging each other and saying hello, and I was just standing there for a minute, and a woman who I never met before, never heard her name, never knew before, jumps up and goes, well, why are you just standing there? And she just gives me this big huge hug, hi, and da da da. And I'm like, this is the type of people Julie attracts. She wasn't going to let me just stand there like a dork, and I was just like, ah, I'm where I belong. I belong
Mm.
here. Yeah.
Beauty. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, so good. So good.
Hashtag truth.
So I talked a little bit about your list of accomplishments, but would you like to share for a moment about what all that is, the perfect cupcake, the Momware series, and
Oh,
alignment partner? I
oh,
love,
you're so sweet. Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
just give
Well,
people a taste of Ms. Bodnar.
a little stuff. So yeah, I've been launching some stuff, and the Momwire series is a YouTube series, and it's a series of conversations intended to be like a kitchen table type of chat
Mm.
on various topics of momming, really with the intention of going. Here's some inspirational moms who are just chatting and trying to figure it out. We're all just trying to figure it out, and really that road leading to trust yourself, sister, you got this. So it's a fun series. It's just meant to be fun and light, and not like write down these 5 steps to better mothering. There's no pressure. Yeah, it's meant to be a contribution. It's meant to be fun. And I even encourage people like, hey, if you've got something to say on this, let me know in the comments below, because yeah, I might be saying, get on a Zoom call with me. Let's record something. So
Nice.
it's for
Nice.
everybody. Yeah. That's really been fun. We kick that off. And then on Wednesdays on Facebook, my Facebook page is Heart of the Matter.
Mm.
And every Wednesday, we've talked about this before. It's so fun. Ask better questions, get better answers. And I thought, man, the Julie questions would be so good once a week and just involve people and comment. So I ask a question. Today's question, since it's Wednesday, was what if I allowed myself to be seen? Not
Mm.
exactly it, but yeah, and boy, you can think about that in 80 different ways.
Right.
So what I do is I get on and do like a 90-second live answer, kind of like, in this 10 seconds, this is how I would answer it. If you ask me tomorrow, you might hear something else.
Right? Oh, so powerful.
Yes,
So
yes.
powerful. That is so great. And how can people find you? So,
Oh, they can find me at lynnbodnar.com. And
okay.
the book, The Perfect Cupcake, is on pre-sale there if they're interested in being one of the first. And they'll be eligible for all the bonuses on launch day. Launch day of the book is April 25th on a Thursday. And it's been a labor of love, if you will. It's briefly my story of being done having children, being surprised with a vasectomy growback after 5.5 years, and finding
Whee!
myself pregnant at 43, thinking I'm done. Now what? So yeah, it's been a really fun book to write, and really look at the roles of mom and what we do to ourselves and how we just do things, and without asking why. Who says, why do I have to show up with the perfect cupcake? So it's meant to be humorous and fun and kind of questioning as we go too. So that'll be available soon too.
So great. So
Yeah.
great. Well, we will definitely drop all your links below. And for everyone here watching, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. And check out Lynn Bodnar. She's kind of cool. In fact, she's over the top amazing.
Thank you, Julie. Thanks to you, my love. You are a big
Thank you
part of
so
that
much.
incredible support. So love you.
Oh, I love you too, honey.